Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Fishing with Sasquatch. I'm Tim Dixon. Hey guys, so we're going to try to finish up that red, white, and blue challenge that we started. We went to Walmart, we bought some red, white, and blue baits for 4th of July. Also bought a rod. And like I said, we're going to try this pond. It's almost, we only got about an hour till dark. It's been super hot, like it was 102 today. So it's finally cooled off to 95. I know that's not really cooling off, but it's what we got to work with. I'm going to try to get out and catch some fish. Like I said, we only have an hour till dark. So I'm gonna try to keep it short and just see if we can't get some fish to bite. All right, see you guys in a bit. All right guys, so here's this deep little puddle. And I say deep, I mean 2.5, 3 feet. Trying to drag this little black and blue crawl. I don't know, I may have to move down a little further because it gets a little deeper, but there are some fish in here. I don't know if you can see that bait in the water. Said hopefully we can get one of them to bite. All right, Squatch Nation. So made it to the next little spot on this little creek that I'm fishing. The water's still here. There's a little current up that way, but it's a really good area to fish. I've caught some big ones out of here. Hopefully we can get one to fish, catch one today. Now, I did not bring a frog with me, or any topwater for that matter. This is the 4th of July challenge, and I didn't buy any that day like an idiot. But this was not the initial body of water I planned on fishing, and so where I was gonna fish, I didn't really need a frog. But now that I'm here, I'm wishing I had one. So we're gonna keep casting, get next to some brush, some cover, get that nasty thick stuff right there, see if we can't pull one out. If I have to, I'll tie that fluke back on. We've already caught one on the fluke. I caught one on this jig, but I was not able to get him in before he spit it out, so that was my bad. But right now, with the color of this water and the jig, looks really good, especially this black and blue. So hopefully we can get something. Anyways guys, like I said, I don't want to just talk about nothing. I want to talk about how you guys are doing. How's COVID treating you? Y'all still got your jobs? Y'all staying healthy? I want to, not to harp on it guys, but I do want to tell you, please make sure to exercise, get out there, stay healthy. Even just walking 30-40 minutes a day around your neighborhood keeps your immune system up. I want to see all of y'all healthy. I don't want to see nothing happen to y'all. And so yeah, so this 4th of July challenge has turned out to be quite difficult. A lot of my honey holes, I think, have been fished out. So having a little harder time catching fish than I normally am. But we're gonna keep going. Persistence pays off, baby. Persistence pays off. Hey guys, so threw the black and blue jig like an idiot. I didn't have a recording, but I was able to pull one off. Not a giant, but definitely a good start. Been out to this spot for about maybe 2 minutes. It's like the 4th or 5th cast. Was able to get one. Well, this guy was not coming off. Anyways, so yeah guys, dirty water, not really moving, pretty hot. I threw right up next to that little knuckle of that tree. I don't know if you can see it leaning in the water. I hit that tree, it slid right down, and he was right at the bottom just waiting. So fish can be caught during the summer. You just got to know what to throw. And like I said, he's not a giant, but he's a nice, respectable, about 1 pounder. So we're gonna let him go back in the water. Oh, I guess he wanted to jump in the water. So I was gonna switch baits guys, just to try to keep throwing all of them, and I will in a second. It's just there's a couple really good spots that I want to hit with this jig that I don't necessarily know if I can get other baits in. Well, I can't get the jig in there obviously either, so but we're going to try to keep going with this jig and see if we can't get one to bite. So guys, right there, cover contact. That's what you want. In this type of water where it's super murky, these fish are going to be just right up next to brush. I mean, they're going to be hugging it. And so you need to throw these baits right on their face, and that's where they're going to be. And it's not always, but most of the time in this type of water, they're going to associate next to cover. And that tree is really good cover. And so I like to actually bounce it off of them, let it fall on slack line like it is right now. Just kind of give it one pop and let them look at it. A lot of times they'll hit it when it's sitting still. And so I'll just try to tease them. I'll just shake the slack in the line. I'll give it one nice little bounce up. And I'll throw there about 3 or 4 times. If I don't get bit, I'll move on to the next piece of cover. And like I said, this little spot I'm at is usually pretty good. I can usually pull maybe 5 or 6 fish out of here. Sometimes I can pull some good ones. So just depends on how often this has been fished, which I've seen a lot of like minnow buckets and night crawler little cans and stuff like that. So I think people have been fishing out here a lot, which I'm not too happy about, but it's, you know, public water, so I can't really say nothing. But I just hate when they leave trash and destroy an area like this. So if you're one of those people that goes out to a place and leaves trash, don't be that person. Pick it up. I love fishing, and that's part of the reason why a lot of people don't let you go on their land anymore, is because people have lack of respect and they just throw trash and leave it everywhere. And Squatch Nation, that's not what we do. So if you want to be Squatch Nation, you clean up after yourself, you keep the environment looking good, and that's how we continue to pass this tradition on to our kids. And oh, got a bite right now, guys. Not a big one, not a big one, but he is. Oh, he came off right there at the bank. There you go, guys. That's number 2. Like I said, I know he didn't get on the bank, but he was right there. So the black and blue jig, guys, putting in work. All right, guys, so I switched up to that blue psychedelic sapphire color looking worm. I don't have a lot of confidence in it, but it does look good in this water considering how stained it is. So I just threw it the first cast. I'm gonna try to give it a couple more, see if I can't get something to bite. Guys, this water over here is filthy. I don't know if you can see all that brown film and stuff. I mean, it is disgusting. I was gonna try to throw that moving bait, but there's just too much junk on top of the water and in the water, and I couldn't get that sucker to run true at all. It had zero action just because it kept getting covered up with everything. So don't think it's gonna work on this body of water. But I was hoping this blue worm, I don't know if y'all remember this worm from the earlier in the video, but this beautiful blue worm that was on clearance for like 67 cents. And I'm beginning to wonder why, or not wonder why, I'm beginning to know why, because this thing doesn't swim very well, and the fish don't seem to like it, to be honest with you. So I don't know. It looks like it would be okay. I mean, it doesn't look any hardly different than any other black and blue worms or something like that. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, that's a better fish, guys. Right as I was saying that, had a pretty good sized fish hit that. Again, guys, there you go. That's a summertime fish for you. Boy, I got them hooked good too. All right, guys, so that's more like it. This spot, like I said, is not known for having giants, but I mean, that's a 1.5 pound fish right there. Look how fat he is. And this is a little tiny creek. And yeah, I love coming out here. Like I said, my biggest out here is about 4.5 pounds. I try to keep this a secret because I don't want other people coming to get it, because there are some big ones in here. I've seen, like I said, a kid catch another 4-pounder. I had I want to say close to a 6-pounder blow up on a topwater frog out here. But so yeah, guys, summertime, 4th of July fishing. It feels good to be an American, I promise you that. All right, guys, so normally I would just work my way down this bank, but this stuff has grown up so much And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm wearing shorts today like an idiot. And I really don't want to walk through that and get chiggers real bad. So I'm gonna pass walking down up there, which actually some of the best fishing's up there. There's some really good logs and laydowns. So I'm gonna go back and just fish the same stuff I've been fishing. But guys, this is out of control. I've never seen it this bad. I'm about to come down here with my weed eater and clear a little bit of this out. But yeah, so let's get back into fishing. Hopefully we can pull a couple more. All right, so I switched to my last real soft plastic. It's the only thing we have left is that white jig and that cotton cordell lipless crank. But this is the red and blue American flag worm, I call it. I'm gonna see if I can get a couple off this. I don't think we're gonna be able to get the lipless knocked out in here. Like I said, it is just way too thick, too much film on the water. All right guys, so I repositioned myself, walked down a little creek a little bit. It's getting dark, it's like 8:15 right now. This is a really good spot, a couple laydowns. See if I can't find something right up there next to the brush. But still fishing that American flag worm. I didn't think that'd be the hardest worm to get done, but it is proven to be a little more difficult. That stinking blue sapphire worm caught 3 fish. I can't get this one to catch 1. So we'll see. Like I said, I cut a couple more spots for fish real quick before it gets dark. And then we're not gonna spend a lot of time because like I said, I don't have a lot of time. Just had a few hours after work, told the wife, hey, I'm gonna go do some fishing, make a video for the best subscribers on YouTube, which is Squatch Nation, baby. Here we go, guys. Money time. Money time. Y'all see that, guys? Did y'all see that? Got her done on the American flag, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Man, YouTube, I sure do love to fish. Nothing like setting a hook on a largemouth. Now, granted, this ain't a big one, but guys, that's a fish. I've caught one on almost every bait now. Only thing I'm missing is that white jig. And while I got y'all, and we got a quick little minute while I re-rig, like an idiot, I told you I was dredging through the forest, and you remember the red, white, and blue combo that I got for this challenge. Let me go ahead and just walk you up the top. Oh wait, the tip's missing. Yep, sure is. I broke the dadgum thing off, got it stuck in a tree as I was walking, and of course this is only a $20 pole and it snapped right at the tip. So this is a good little wall hanger, but not gonna be fishing with this anymore for this trip. Obviously the reel is still good, but the rod is no bueno. So we're done with that. Luckily I brought my extra 2 trusties. And so, like I said, guys, we're gonna put on that white jig and we are going to see if I can't get another one. Maybe a bigger one on that jig. So stay tuned. All right, guys, made it to my last and final spot for the night. I'm gonna try to be as quiet as I can because I don't want these fish to hear me or feel the vibrations of this bridge I'm standing on. The last bait I'm throwing is that white jig, and I paired it up with that white fluke because that's really all I have. Everything else is black and blue and doesn't really match. I'm gonna kind of use it as like a swim jig. It's not a swim jig, it's a flipping jig. I don't know if y'all can see that in the water. Just trying to use it as like a little swim jig, see if I can't get a reaction strike. But this creek has came way down. It was probably another, well, you can see the water line right there. It's about 2 foot up higher, and so it's a little shallower. Oh, got one right now. Whoa. Well, don't be like me, guys, and try to set a home run hook right there. It's probably a perch, but you never know. Could be a 3 pounder. We're gonna get back in there and see what we can do. All right, guys, so I made it back to the truck. It is 8:53 at night. As you can tell, it's getting dark pretty quick. Anyways, gonna do a recap on these baits real quick. I don't have much time, so I'm just gonna go over them, kind of let you know what was a fail and what was good, what I realized, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and pan these. So first off, guys, American flagworm. I did end up catching one on this. Not as good as I thought it was gonna be. It's called fire and ice. It was more like ice. It was just ice cold. I caught one on it, nothing crazy, but the fluke on my first pond, like I think second or third cast, I fished this weightless just on a Texas rig hook or round bend shank hook, whatever you want to call it. First pond, I think third cast, caught one. I knew I would catch one on that. That's a go-to. It's easy. This one was the other one that frustrated me. I fished this on 2 different ponds and had no luck, no bites, no nibbles, no nothing. This is called the creature something, I don't know. It's blue and black and just an ugly worm, but had no luck, kept pushing forward, went to this other little creek that I fish, and lo and behold, I ended up catching, I think 2 or 3 on this today. My biggest one came off of this, so that was a plus. Now the real ticket, guys, the one that was shining, which I know if I would have kept throwing this, I could have caught them the entire time on this, because they were smashing this black and blue jig. It's a little bitsy flip, so it's like a 1/4 ounce. I paired it with those, I don't know if you remember, but they're just little cheap, arky, black and blue crawl trailers. They look like trash, honestly, but they work really, really well on this little jig. They have a ton of action, and this little thing was just smashing them in that creek. Like I said, I guarantee if I would have kept fishing this, I'd have caught probably another 5 or 6 on that. And then this, guys, I was kind of disappointed. I'll throw this again, but I don't know if you can see that anymore, but it just, with all the water I was fishing, it was just too scummed over. I couldn't get it to run true, and we had 0 luck. So all in all, guys, it was a great 4th of July challenge. I had fun. Oh, and don't let me forget, hold on. I broke my expensive $20 rod. I don't know if you can see that. What used to be a full rod is now like a 6'6" rod instead of a 7-foot. So yeah, broke a rod, caught some fish. I lost my white jig. I had a couple bites on that jig. They just weren't taking it. I don't know if that's just because they were just short striking it or trying to like attack it just kind of like food, but they weren't really sucking it in, weren't really biting on it. They were just hitting it and just letting go. So all in all, guys, it was a great trip. It took me a couple days to get this shot just because, like I said, work and kids and everything else I got going on. But I love y'all. Please smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, turn the bell notifications on. More videos to come, guys. I love y'all. Have a great night.